Hey, good evening, y'all. I realized I didn't get on here and tell you about it being a year for me being in Texas, but it is what it is. I guess I started celebrating a little earlier than I anticipated. What can I tell you? So, right now, think about where we are in history. The American conservative, regardless of skin color, truly, regardless of skin color, is at the same place as German Jews were back during Nazi era Germany. And let me tell you something, uh, especially all you purebloods, stand your ground. And if you're still in a fucking liberal state, get the fuck out. Right now, the area that I'm in, Sherman, Texas general area, is about to have a tech boom. Not only is Texas Instruments expanding, easily verified, but just south of here, in what they refer to as the Dallas Fort Worth area, um, Elon Musk is diligently at work on his new baby. I think that's still going on anyway, the electric car thing. Nightmare's like not even paying attention to me. So, yeah, so my first year. Um, on 0909 2021, around 4:30ish, um, I had all the possessions I had planned to take with me loaded into and on top of my, at that time, 20-year-old Honda CRV. Um, had at that time had just under 150,000, and now I think it's got about 154 or 55,000 on it. I came down, had a job all lined up that fell through within the first week when I was scheduled to go take a drug screen. I found out that the HR person that had hired me had decided to quit. Bunch of excuses, but new company, she decided to quit. A week after that, before my drug screen even came back, and I know I passed one through Express Professional Employment Agency, so I know at that point I was good. A week later, like 2 weeks after being here, the department director that had hired me was fired. So, and it's one of those companies that's always promoting, $500 bonus after 30 days, something like that. If it smells like a duck and walks like a duck, chances are you're in Texas. By the way, nine times out of 10, people that drive like that aren't wearing helmets in Texas. But I ended up living. See, I wasn't prepared for everything shit in the bed. The one big thing a lot of people outside of the Texas area uh, aren't prepared for is that they will, when you apply for an apartment here, apartments are so tough to find in some cases that in most cases, not only do they require an apartment application fee, which can be upwards, when they're done with it, upwards of $100 for each place you apply to. And understand that probably 20 people are applying for that same apartment. So think about the money they're getting hand over fist, just right off the top. Not only that, but they'll do a background check on you for an apartment that's even worse in most cases, well, in some cases, than what you might have gotten if you had gotten a clearance, a clearance background check when you're in the military. They'll go back 20 years in some cases if you're that old, but they will literally search your history and, to decide. But in their defense, a lot of these better places in Texas, a lot of these better complexes have pools. Most of them have air conditioning included, so that's something you should know. My first winter here, and this is something you need to prepare for if you're planning on making the move. They will shut down the state for an inch of ice being on the road. And in my experience, that ended up happening we ended up losing a total of about a week and a half's worth of work right in the middle of winter. And by the way, the motorcycles, if you ain't used to it, you should be. Driving 90 in a 65, get used to it. Driving 90 is something Texans do. They'll be, middle of the night, and it'll be a dirt road. And if there isn't any postings, and even if there are, they'll still do 90. Do not stay at Davy Crockett campsite. It is like Michael Myers. It's from a Michael Myers dream, I suspect. I mean, it's just just that insane. For $5, you get a really terrifying lake, and if there's anybody staying there, even better. On September 12th, 2021, that's where I first stopped. And I just needed to stop driving after 3 days. But I'm happy here. I've made some amazing acquaintances. One thing that I still can't get over about Texans, that if I had known about, I would have come to Texas 20, 30 years ago. I'm not lying. Truly serious. Texans are unbelievably polite and generous. I hated helping friends move up in New York because usually it was, hey man, come on, I need some help. And you get nothing out of it. In Texas, if you help somebody move, I'm not lying, somehow there will be some kind of barbecue feast waiting for you. Help one person, that's what happened. But seriously, if you're even thinking about making a move south to either Florida or Texas, do it. Just do it. The one thing I can tell you right now that I'm starting to wonder about, I know we got the 10-day countdown since the Queen died. Well, there was a Q post that pointed to things starting to shit the bed basically on between the 14th and the 17th. And just in case you're wondering, the 17th technically it's the 9th day. So 8 plus 9, 17. So 14th to the 17th are very good potential, have very good potential for the shit hitting the fan and the popcorn needing to be popped. Right now, you just really need to turn off the TV. Trump, I still believe, is completely insulated. They have Project Looking Glass, and if you don't know what that is, let me know and I'll tell you. They have Project Looking Glass, and I truly believe that they know moves that people are going to make. Somehow they know them years in advance. So just have faith in God, the plan, President Donald J. Trump, but mostly in yourself, like I always say. And never forget one of my favorite sayings. And I was reminded of this as I contemplated the fact that, by the way, the book is finished. Still got to do a final proofreading, so that's probably going to take me another week, but I'm happy. Gave President Trump a bunch of lines for, I forgot exactly how many, something like 7 or 8 lines that I gave him in Elvira Stinger, Evolution of Project Dark Archangel, but I'm really excited. When I was giving him the lines, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I could hear Trump saying them in my head as I wrote them. So I'm really excited for you guys to meet my kids. I'll give you an idea. Poetry, Prose, and Perspective by the Family Dog. It's a combination literature book, or book of literature. It's kind of a textbook in a way. And it's definitely got some current political commentary, which in all likelihood will probably get me shot. But the thing that I had the most fun with were my short fiction stories. And I hope you do as well. I can't begin to tell you or explain to you my process. All I know is that when it came to Elvira Stinger, Evolution of Project Archangel, because of the forces, I guess, that I'm dealing with within that realm, it was hard for me to keep going back into it, because in order to write about it, I had to live within that realm, if that makes any sense to you. And once I got inside of her head, things got kind of iffy. So within the universe of Jim, there's definitely some sketchy areas, but I had fun writing it, and I hope you guys are going to have fun reading it. Or my favorite part, hope you're going to have fun hearing me read it to you. Because that is the ultimate revenge to every person that's ever told me to shut the hell up. Hey, God, thank you for another beautiful day. Thank you for helping me get through this mission. Please help me get through this proofreading, which seems to be tedious as heck. Thank you for all the inspiration that I've received throughout the years that helped me get this far. Thank you for the instinct to come to Texas and leave New York. Please protect and guide President Donald J. Trump, all the members of Q, the members of our military, law enforcement, especially vets for child rescue. So united with the good patriots of the world, we can put on your full armor, pick up our swords of light and truth, and one sound voice defeat the dark forces of evil, to continue to prey upon the children of the world once and for all. Amen. And hey, one more time, belated happy birthday to my friend Dawn. She's gorgeous in so many ways. She rocks big time. If you haven't followed her, wow, that's a weird thing for me not to be able to say the word followed. Do it. Later. God bless. Stay safe. Right, Nightmare? Have faith.